Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing His word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, so this here lesson was inspired through the camp, the GMS Atlanta camp. Okay, and you know, they had made mention of, you know, just maintaining your vow, okay, keeping your oath, all right, unto serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, which the main reason as to why we are in the condition that we're in as a nation, as a people, right, is because we withdrew or went back on our covenant or on our vow. Okay, the Lord made it clear unto us what was required of us, right, which is what? To keep the commandments. Okay, and our people can't even, you know, keep the 10, you know, the 10 commandments, right? One of the main one is to have no power above Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and our people continue to go against one of the main commandments that the Lord presented to us, man. All right, but let me get some scriptures and then just kind of roll through the spirit. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 30 and verse 1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. It says, if a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. All right. So when you're coming into this truth, okay, we understand there are many offices, there are different positions within this body, okay, the body of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? But if you're a man of the Lord, okay, you know, and the Lord put the spirit on you to teach, okay, all right, or to you know, to edify, to feed the flock, all right, that you've made a vow, all right, especially if you have already, you know, started making lessons, start doing videos, you know, you've gone to camp and fellowshipped and, you know, congregated with the brothers. That's you making a vow unto the Lord, man. All right. You got a lot of men that are out here faking the funk. Okay. You got men that will, you know, that are doing this for you know, their own vain reasons, whether it's, you know, a trending thing to be a part of, quote unquote, right? They're seeing other people do it, and because, you know, they partook in it briefly, you know, they you know, associate with certain brothers, certain men that are in this truth, so they feel as though because they want to feel a part of something, right? They got a lot of people deceived. Okay, got a lot of men out here faking the funk, treating this as some kind of game or you know, like it's a joke. Feel as though they can walk away from the ministry and then come back whenever they feel it, when they feel like it, you know. But you got to understand, what you put in is what you get out. Okay, what you put in is what you're going to get out. You got to really think about that. What are you investing in? Are you too invested in your woman that you can't fellowship, or you can't do the work? You too invested in your work? Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I don't have time in the day. It's not enough time. Imagine if the Lord had told you that he didn't have enough time for you. And all of a sudden you come across and you got, you know, everything coming your way. All kind of hardships. And you're in questioning the Lord, like, you know, as to why. Imagine if the Lord took his eyes off of you for a second. We'd be done. If we weren't under the hedge and under the shadow of his wings, right? We wouldn't be watched over, you know, protected, guided by his angels. Anything and everything can happen to us. So you can't take the vow or the covenant or the oath that you made lightly, right? You're talking about Yahweh Shai spreading his blood for us, man. Shedding his blood for us to have this truth. And you wanna toy with it and use it whenever it was convenient for you? I get we all go through some things, you know, we all catch hell, but hey, that's the point, man. Read 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. It goes into, if you know, loosely paraphrasing, if you know what, I'm gonna just read it real quick. It's brief, but let me just get it. 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, and verse 9. If straight to the point. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, referring to the kingdom, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? In other words, if you ain't gone through nothing, how are you to get the kingdom? Which means we're supposed to go through these things, man. You're supposed to have your ups and your downs, but that doesn't mean to you know, lay the word down, you know, or put it aside and forget about it. Right? You're supposed to use your time wisely, man. We too close to the end for you know, for any of us to fall out. Just as easy, just as you know, just as easy as the Lord gave it to us, he can easily strip that away. All right, let me get the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and 26. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no sacrifice for sins. Okay, so now at this point, you out here willfully sinning because the scriptures of doing the work is too time consuming, or it's too daunting, or it's too you know, whatever your reasoning is, that's you willfully putting the scripture aside, putting the word of the Lord aside, and focusing on yourself, which in terms, or you know, which is, you know, tying into idolatry, Salakia, idolatry, you know, idolizing yourself, you know, putting yourself above the Most High, man. But in this truth, you got to be selfless. Okay, we come, you know, we don't even put ourselves above this truth, man. It's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know. It's the brotherhood, charity, showing love. And then us, man. You know, not in that order. I mean, but you know, the most important thing is serving the Lord. All right. And paying back. Right? He bought us, right, with his blood. How are we paying him back? By serving him. You see? Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 119. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and light unto my path. I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. You see? You sworn to the Lord to keep his commandments, right? That you were going to perform what he commanded and what he called us to do individually, right? Yes, as a whole, as a nation, to come back to him, okay? Putting him above all things, you know, serving him, yes. But within that same breath, you know, keeping the commandments, doing what's necessary for salvation individually. Scriptures goes into, you know, you have to, Salaki, I'm drawing a blank. When it goes into, you know, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. Let every man be persuaded in his own mind. There it is, you know. Let every man be persuaded in his own mind. Okay? Brothers can't save you, man. At the end of the day, but you gotta, what are you doing? What are you doing for salvation? Right? Let's get Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, defer not to pay it, for he have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. See? Pay for what you vowed. And what was that? Serving the Lord. Okay? Serve the Lord, man. The Lord is not for, you know, he's not going to forget what you put into this, man. And you're going to reap what you sow. If you put in just a little bit, man, you're only going to get a little bit in return. Right? If you're into the stock market and things of that nature, just speaking, you know, in terms of the world right now, but you put it, you invest in something, you invest just a little bit, right? You're only going to get so much back in return. But if you invest a lot, right, you're going to get a lot in return. Compound interest. Okay? Right? Things, it just keeps growing. And in like manner with this truth, okay, you keep investing into the Lord, that compound interest grows, and you're going to get far more in return. And what is that ultimate return going to be? Our crowns, salvation, deliverance, the kingdom. Right? You got to think of the big picture. This is a big picture, man. This is Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Okay? It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. Right? Diligence until, you know, in full assurance of the hope unto the end. Not getting weary, not getting tired of doing the work, not getting slothful, not getting lazy. You're gonna put more, and that's the harsh reality is a lot of people are putting more focus and energy into their work, into Esau's kingdom over the Lord's. You know, you get slothful and lazy at work, what you gonna do? They gonna cut you loose. And I bet you're not gonna, risk your paycheck, are you? You see? That's contradictory, man. But when it comes to your salvation, when it comes to your crown, okay, you willing to put that off? Make it make sense. Verse 12, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. Okay? Don't be slothful, man. Don't do this thing when it's only convenient for you. It's not about us. It's not about us at all. We're just messengers here, man. It's not about us. It's about the Lord. Okay? We're nothing, man. We're nobodies. So quit making it about you. All right? You made this vow unto the Lord. You. Nobody else forced your hand. Nobody else made you do it. You know? Scriptures say the man's goings are of the way of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? That's the Lord calling you, man. He called you. Meaning the Lord saw something in you for him to bring you into this thing, man. But yet you wanna, bullshit. And play with the Lord's time, man. Let's see how you respond to that when he remembers that specifically, or when you decided to take your hand off the plow. Let's see if he remembers that when all hell is breaking loose. I can guarantee 100%, 144% sure that he will. He gonna remember that. Then what's gonna be your answer for that? What's gonna be your answer for that, man? You gonna be one of them niggas that was called, that's gonna be calling Lord, Lord. Did we not prophesy in your name? It's gonna be you. Stop making this convenient for you, man. Let's get Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 20. And it says, and it shall be a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. And the Lord shall be known to Egypt, and the Egyptian shall know the Lord in that day, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. Yea, they shall vow unto the Lord and perform it. And the Lord shall smite Egypt, he shall smite and heal it, and they shall return even to the Lord, and he shall be entreated of them, and shall heal them. You see? So when the Lord, calls you to do something, that's you make that vow to the Lord, man. The Lord, he can bring that healing, man. Bring that, what you need. Okay? The Lord knows exactly what we go through. He knows what we need, right? But he may put us through things to exercise our faith. Okay, that's like you getting ready for a boxing match, right? You're not gonna go into a ring just throwing blows, just, no, you gotta train for it. You gotta exercise. You gotta get your cardio right. Get your endurance right. Get your strength up. The Lord is preparing us and getting us ready to be able to mentally withstand what the fuck is about to happen to this place, man. Don't you see it? This shit is about to get crazy, man. And if you bitching over little shit like that, worried about your woman, worried about work, worried about your family, you don't need to be a part of this thing, man, because your focus is more on the world than it is the Lord. Let me get one more. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, or Salaki, Ecclesiasticus, chapter, I think it's 18. Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 18 and start of verse 19. Learn before thou speak, and use physic or ever thou be sick. Before judgment examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. You got to examine yourself daily, man. What have you done to serve the Lord today? Have you even thanked the Lord for waking you up this morning? That should be one of the first things you do. Tawadi Habashim Shai, for letting me see another day. It says, before judgment examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sins show repentance. Okay? You got to know when you're going off. Right? Know when you're going off and correct yourself before the Lord corrects you. Right? And don't get so bent out of shape when brothers get at you too, man. Don't get so bent out of shape when brothers rebuke you or try to get you on your shit. Okay? Because if you ain't catching it, the brothers is catching it. And if the brothers is catching it, that's a form of love, man. Okay? The brothers are getting to you before the Lord gets you. Which one would you rather prefer? Stop being so damn sensitive these days, man. It's not about feelings. This truth isn't about feelings. It's do the work, man. Do what you're supposed to do, and let it be that. Stop trying to find loopholes around what's being uncomfortable. You better get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You letting this little stuff affect you and get in your head. Right? And then you're gonna bug out. And then you're gonna go off, and then you're gonna stop doing the work, and then you're gonna, whenever you, oh man, I need something. Let me go reach out to the brothers. Let me start doing lessons with them for a little bit until shit gets hard again, and I'm gonna go back into the world. Come on, man. Stop being so damn sensitive. Verse 22. Let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time. Don't let this world hinder you, man. Okay? Don't let this world be your excuse as to why you're not doing the work of the Lord, or you're not being sincere. Let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time, and defer not unto death to be justified. Don't just be like, oh, I'd rather just, go to the spirit world because I don't want to have to deal with this no more. Right? Or I'm tired of catching hell, man. I'm just ready to go to the spirit world. Right? Just so you're justified, so that you can, not pay your tab. Not pay your vow. Which is exactly what we're doing today, man. What we're doing now. The Lord called us to do a job. You better do your job before you get fired. for good. One more. I know I said that was going to be the last one, but it just brings me to Ecclesiastes. I think it's 10 or 11. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, Salakia. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. Right? So do it with all that you can. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. Okay? So you got to do this with all your might. You got to put all your effort into serving the Lord, man, the best that you possibly can. You can't be going and taking months off at a time, a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, and then be like, oh, you know what? Things is going back right for me again. Let me see if I can get back into the word, start doing the work again. That ain't right, man. The Lord gonna judge you. Okay? So, that was pretty much it for this lesson. Okay, Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I want to give our honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Shalom.